Our skin is the mirror of our soul. Our skin is our largest sensory organ. Our skin needs a healthy microbiome balance. This is regulated by its pH value, which protects the skin from pathogens, cold and ultraviolet rays. Sebamed protects your skin.
Good health is a journey, not a destination. Good evening, dear friends. Welcome to BMC Global Live Al Hilal Health World, nothing but lifestyle. As you are aware, this is a talk show with the expert doctors of Al Hilal hospitals and medical centers. Today we will be discussing about cervical cancer, which affects millions of women around the world. This is a cancer which is treatable and preventable when identified early. To throw more light to this topic, we have with us Dr. Nisha Parameswaran from Al Hilal Hospital, Hith branch. She is a specialist in obstetrics and gynecology. So, doctor, welcome to the show.
Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you for joining us today. So, doctor, what exactly is cervical cancer and how does it develop?
The cervix is the lower part or mouth of the uterus, and cancer affecting this part is called cervical cancer. How it causes this, more than 95% of the cases is due to human papilloma virus infection. Not all strains cause cancer, but certain high risk strains like human papilloma virus 16, 18, 31, 33, like those strains cause cervical cancer. So any woman who is sexually active is at risk of exposure to human papilloma virus, and this virus for some reasons persists in the body. Usually the infection is transient, it disappears on its own. But in some women it persists, and those we say as persistent HPV infection. And this virus affects the cervical cells. Normal cervical cells, this virus causes changes, and these changes can later lead to cancer. Usually the low risk strains, they cause mild changes only, but the high risk strains cause high grade or severe changes which can lead to cancer.
And how common is it now, both globally and locally?
Cervical cancer is the fourth common cancer in women globally. And if you're asking about the incidence rate, it is 14.12 per lakh is the incidence rate, and in Bahrain it is 4.3 per lakh is the rate annually.
Doctor, we would like to know who all are at risk of this cervical cancer.
The most common risk factor is of course HPV virus infected cases. Other causes are like immunocompromised condition like HIV, sexually transmitted diseases with chlamydia, herpes, then autoimmune conditions, smoking. All these are risk factors for HPV infection. Another common reason is early sexual activity or early age at childbearing, multiparity. These are all attributed to the risk factors.
Doctor, how important is regular screening for women, and around what age the women should start screening for cervical cancer?
This cervical cancer is a preventable cancer. So any woman who is above 21 years of age should undergo screening with pap smear. The most common methods are pap smear, or we call it as pap test. The other one is by taking HPV vaccination. So from 21 to 29 years, every 3 years you can do a pap test. Then HPV testing is not advised below 30 years of age because everyone will be more persistence of HPV is more common and infections are transient. After 30 years only we start doing the HPV testing. So women above 30 years up to 65 years every 3 years with pap test, or HPV co-testing with every 5 years. So until you are 65 years of age, you have to do the pap test every 3 years if doing it alone, or with HPV testing every 5 years. So once you get the 3 consecutive negative reports, that is a normal report, within the last 10 years, you can stop doing the test. Or HPV co-testing, 2 tests negative in the last 10 years, you can stop at 65 years of age. But certain people who are at risk, like immunocompromised patients, immunosuppressive conditions, those people now, they have to undergo more frequent screening with pap smear and get expert opinion from the gynae. How often they should do and how long they should do.
Now you mentioned about the pap smear test and the HPV test. Can you make it more clear for our viewers?
How we are doing the HPV
Yes.
testing. Yeah, it's a simple test. It's a common, people think that is a very hurting procedure, painful procedure, but it's a simple office procedure. First, we will introduce a speculum into the vagina for proper visualization of the cervix. Then, by using a soft brush or spatula, we take cells from the cervix. The scraping is not that painful, but just introduction of the speculum is little bit uncomfortable. Only that problem we are having. And then we send to the cytology expert opinion. And normal cells or abnormal cells we can detect. Any change in the normal cells now, we call it abnormal cells, so that we can detect the changes in the pre-cancerous stage. That is, the changes have not progressed to cancer. The pre-cancerous stage itself we can find out. So it is very advantageous. So once you get infected with HPV, it takes around more than 10 years for the virus to cause changes in the cervix. So the screening becomes important at this time.
Okay.
So we can pick up in the pre-cancerous stage itself. And the mortality, morbidity, the mental stress, everything can be avoided unnecessarily.
Now about the HPV vaccine. How effective is this HPV vaccine? And who all
Yeah.
are recommended to do this?
There are different
vaccination?
types of HPV vaccine. Earlier vaccines are bivalent, quadrivalent. Latest vaccine is nanovalent. It's effective against 9 strains of human papillomavirus. 6, 11, 16, 18, 31, 33, 45, 52, 58. All these are coverable in the vaccine. So not only the HPV related cancers, but genital warts also can be protected. The vaccine should be given from starting before sexual activity. Ideally, the vaccine should be taken before starting sexual activity. So young girls and boys, we advise both of them to take the vaccine from 9 years of age. So from 9 years to 15 years, girls are advised the vaccination, boys also 15 years. So catch-up vaccination can be given up to 45 years. So in boys also we advise the vaccine because it protects against anal cancer, penile cancer, oropharyngeal cancer, which are all related to human papillomavirus. So even though you are sexually active or childbearing, please do take the vaccine because you may not be infected with those strains which are high risk. So you are also protected. So it's always advisable to take vaccination.
So, doctor, what are the early signs and symptoms of cervical cancer?
People usually present with discharge, vaginal discharge, which is thick, malodorous and blood stain, sometimes blood stain. Otherwise, sometimes people present with pain or bleeding during sexual intercourse. We call it as postcoital bleeding. Then any change in menstrual irregularity, that is heavy bleeding, prolonged bleeding, sudden change in bleeding, menstrual cycle or intramenstrual bleeding. All these are signs and symptoms of cervical cancer. Then sometimes people present with the pelvic pain, chronic pelvic pain and backache. Some present with urinary urgency, frequency like that. So all these are symptoms of cervical cancer.
Doctor, can you mention about the treatment options of cervical cancer?
Treatment options, so if you're doing regularly, we can find out in the precancerous stage itself. The precancerous conditions, we have ablative and excision procedures that are office procedures. Ablative procedures include that thermoablation, cryotherapy and laser treatment. Excision includes loop procedure, loop excision, conization and laser procedure. So once you are done with that, the further progression to the cancer is prevented, and you just need follow up with pap smear and colposcopy as advised by the doctor. So coming to cervical cancer, the treatment will be of course surgery, chemotherapy, radiation, depending upon the stage of the disease.
Okay. Like
So-
normal cancer.
So that is the importance. So screening helps in detecting the precancerous stages of the disease, so we can get protected from the cancer.
Now, doctor, what is your takeaway message for our viewers?
So my takeaway message is cervical cancer is a preventable cancer. Please do get vaccinated and do regular screening with pap smear and HPV testing, and and protect yourself from the dreaded disease.
And doctor, finally, what do you have to say about Al Hilal Healthcare?
Of course, Al Hilal is the fastest growing healthcare provider in Bahrain. I am happy to be part of it, and I'm working with Hid branch, available in working days from 9 to 1 and 5 to 9.
Thank you, doctor. Thank you for joining us and giving us a lot of valuable information about cervical cancer.
Thank you for inviting me.
It's a pleasure.
Nice to
So, viewers, I hope this was a very informative episode. For more informative episodes, tune into BMC Global Live Al Hilal Health World every Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Till we meet again with a new doctor and a new topic next week, this is Jasila Mujib signing off. Good night.
Our skin is the mirror of our soul. Our skin is our largest sensory organ. Our skin needs a healthy microbiome balance. This is regulated by its pH value, which protects the skin from pathogens, cold and ultraviolet rays. Sebamed protects your skin.